had nothing to do with Jordan Ridgway's death. Can't believe you're still beating that dead horse.
And I can't believe you dragged Ben into this room and nearly strangled him to death. Yeah. I know what you tried to do, Grandpa. And I also know that Ben threatened to tell me, but he promised to forgive and forget if you just took care of Jordan. And that's exactly what you did, but you double-crossed him. You sent Xander to kill Jordan and then framed Ben for her murder.
That is complete and utter nonsense.
It's the truth.
Truth based on what evidence?
I've been spying on you and Xander.
Spying on me?
Yes. Yes, and I overheard you say that we sent an innocent man to prison, and you were obviously talking about Ben. So, Grandpa, why don't you just admit it?
Is that supposed to scare me, Xander? You couldn't possibly do a damn thing to me that hasn't happened already. You do not want to challenge me, mate. You're stating the facts.
You think you're safe here, huh? But a shiv could so easily find its way into your gut.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, certainly be the last. It would solve so many problems. Victor would be happy. Your little Bo Peep wouldn't have a reason to come around here anymore. And all of the messy part could be so easily avoided if you would just tell her to back the hell off.
Are we done?
If you don't call Ciara off, you'll be killed. And her.
Like hell you will. You just said Victor told you to stay away from Ciara.
Oh, he did. But just like you could so easily be ship stepping into the shower, Ciara could be cut off on a motorcycle and end up dead in a ditch. And none of it would ever be traced back to me.
Bitch! You lay one finger on her and you touch her! You are a dead man, do you hear me?
What the hell? Hey! Hey! What the hell's going on here?
I'm surprised you feel bad for a guy like Ben. I mean, he killed David's mother.
I'm not condoning what he did. It was awful, but from what Rafe's told me about Jordan, she was completely unhinged.
I mean, yeah, that's the truth. I mean, she kidnapped Ciara to frame Ben to look like the crazy one, and then she spent time in the psych ward, somehow convinced them that she was sane. Then when she was on the outside, she went after Ciara again. I mean, just like more threats, and then she tried to poison her.
Yeah, so that's nuts. And dangerous.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. But for Ben to take the next step and to put it in his own hands and strangle Jordan.
I know this may sound weird, but never mind.
No. What is it?
It's kind of a relief that Jordan's out of the picture. In some ways, maybe Ben did his nephew a favor.
Do you really believe that?
I am sick and tired of you undermining my authority at every single turn. Oh, not to mention you talking about me behind my back to Roman.
I wasn't talking about you behind your back. I was telling him